So we have a few people, starting with her daughter, that would like to come up and speak about grace. And I thought we pulled this off pretty well, Grace. I don't know, did we?
Yeah. Very well.
Okay, I'm Grace's daughter, Kim. And before I even start, I just want to say, first of all, I'm representing the whole family with what I have to say. And I'm going to refer to my parents, because if any of you have known Grace and Dale for a long time, everything they did as far as EMS was together, always. Okay, so I got to get through this. My parents and I took our first CPR class together in 1978. I was starting X-ray school and they were joining Salem Rescue, so we all had to be certified in CPR. Mom picked up CPR pretty easily because of her nursing background. We won't talk about that. Little did we know back then that she would go on to not only being an instructor of CPR, but for many years being an EMT instructor for Gateway as well. Our house always had some kind of a tone or a beep going off. Kenosha County to Salem Rescue, you have a rescue call at 1234 Patty Lane in Salem Oaks for an unconscious female. Out the door my parents would go. Whether they were just getting home from their paid jobs, we were just sitting down to Sunday dinner, or we were beginning to open our presents on Christmas Eve. When those calls came, Mom and Dad went. They enjoyed volunteering for rescue squads so much that they began teaching EMT classes for Gateway. They again did this in the evenings after they had worked a full day at their paid jobs. They spent many weekends testing EMT students, many times using their grandkids as patients. All the grandkids have fond, or maybe not, memories of that. They were always dedicated to their service on the squads and to Gateway. My mom may have had 3 of her own children, but she has been an EMT mom to many, many EMTs throughout the years, probably many of you. My mom didn't volunteer on the rescue squads for fortune or fame. We all know that volunteer work doesn't pay monetarily, but in the self-satisfaction, knowing that we've helped someone, in her case, maybe even saving their lives. My parents had responded to calls and found their kids, me, in a car after an accident, and it wasn't my fault. They delivered a baby on the living room floor, and that baby became Grace's godchild and is now an adult and keeps in contact with Grace. They responded to calls on babies, children, parents, and grandparents. No matter what the circumstances, my mom always gave compassionate, professional care to all she served. They began a legacy of emergency medicine in our family. Mom has 2 grandsons who are paramedics, a nephew who's a paramedic, and a niece who's an EMT. So, what did my parents' life on rescue and fire teach their children? It taught us that if we signed up for a volunteer activity, we completed the task. The involvement in EMS, whether serving on the rescue squad or fire department as EMTs, serving on the WEMSA board of directors, which they did for many years, or instructing for Gateway, our parents, especially Mom, taught us that giving back to your community, having passion for what you do, and compassion for those you serve, is what we were all put on this earth to do. Thank you, Mom, for teaching your children and grandchildren these values, and for all the EMT kids you taught and the lives you've touched. We love you and we're proud of all you.